Hi, you guys. It is good to see you again. I know it's been a minute, but I can finally say that my foot is a little bit better than it was over the past several weeks. So we can do some more fun stuff that is a little bit more intense. But if you need an easier workout, obviously take the modifications. And for today, I'm just going to be using hand weights and a Pilates or yoga mat. So grab whatever you want, and then we'll just start off. Open your hips up. Open up your stance so it's nice and wide, and then just start to shake everything out. So just thinking about clearing your brain from the day. If it was a long day, if it was a long week, I know it's only Monday, that's fine. If you're doing this at a later time, just give yourself credit for being here right now, and then start that bend and that extend up to the sky. So just reaching and lengthening out the arms, just trying to ground yourself down through those toes, opening up the arms, the palms, fingertips, and just being nice to yourself for a little bit of time and some movement. We've got another 5 seconds right here, and then we'll take it down a little side bend press left and right. So in 3, 2, and there's your 1. Go ahead, drop it down, and then just do a light pressure on top of that left knee, that left quad, that left side, and then bring it up and take it to that right side. So these ones aren't crazy intense. Like, just think of pushing over and opening up that hip. A little bit of movement. It's good for the low back as well. Just light pressure. And breathe. We'll do another one on each side, and then we'll take it to an arm extension over on that left and on that right side. Just open up the arms, open up the hands. For hand weights today, again, I'm just doing 3 pounds. I wouldn't do anything over like 8 pounds. I think it's crazy, but like, just don't get hurt. Just do what you can. And then stand it on up in 2 and 1. So just go ahead, stand it on up, and then bring that left arm or the right arm, I'm not going to be picky with you, over and across, and then look over that shoulder. So as you're trying to stretch out from this one, if this is not doing it for you, where you're getting behind the shoulder and the tricep, change where that hand grip is. You can bring it closer to the wrist even, and then try to work it from there. If this is also a stretch, though, that just doesn't do anything for you, you can do that over stretch here. Just sometimes that hurts my neck, so I do this one. But you've got options. And then we'll go ahead, shake it out, and then bring that other arm right across the chest and extend it. Another arm, other situation as far as maybe this side feels worse, gripping closer to the elbow, so you got to go closer down to the wrist, that's fine. And then just try to turn the head, neck, over top of that left shoulder. But if anything ever feels real icky, just come out of it if it's like super intense. If this is the side where maybe it's not so nice, all you have to do, shake it out, and then you can bring that elbow back. But it's your call, it's your body, so listen to it. We've got another 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and shake it. And then right away, we're going to come on down to the ground. So I got to move this a little bit. Take it there. And then as far as doing the next sequence of stuff, if you guys do want to bring your hand weights near you, because we're going to use those right out of it, grab them and then move it. But then we're coming on down to plank it out. So palms are going to be right underneath your chest. Modification for this one, stay on the knees. So either having hands directly down on the chest, that's great. If you guys want to keep on the knees the whole time, very fabulous. Just try to think of the abs pulling in. I've been cleared to go onto my toes, so I'm doing tiptoes, and then we just hold it, you guys. It's a full minute here. If that doesn't help to know the time, don't even think about it. Just do what you can and take a break in a child's pose when you're able to. But push away from the chest with those hands, trying to maintain as flat of a back as you can, and just tense up the core. If you're not sure how to do that, it's not just sucking the belly button in. Think of tightening in the abs as if like you when you cough, when you like tense up that way. So it's, or I don't know, for some reason underneath your stomach, somebody put a toaster oven and there's about to be a bunch of toast that pops up, and it's really hot. You don't want to burn. So tense up, embrace for impact on the core, and then just keep breathing. We've got 15 more seconds here, and then you're going to take it for a knee pull under, left and then right. So just, well, especially because I can't see you guys, don't worry about like looking as far as where you're looking. Try to avoid looking down and under, and we're not straining the neck up. Just find where pretty much the top edge of your mat is, and then let's go straight under left, straight under right. So you're not straining the neck, and then you're again keeping in mind the arms and palms and hands are strong right under your chest. As that pull happens, try to do the exhale. So it's that and then just try not to give up. Just try to keep doing it. We've got another 10 seconds. And then in 9 seconds, you get the nicest child's pose in the world because you will be in it. So just doing what you're able to for these last 3, last 2, last 1. Then drop it down to those knees. Let your toes extend back if that feels okay. And then drop the head. Stretch the arms and let the forehead come down onto your mat as well. So just lengthening out your spine. Trying to feel that reach away. Opening up the shoulders. And if you're able to, if your mat, like I feel like Mudge is sleeping on this, it does not smell very good. If you're okay with letting the forehead drop even more, take another inhale, take another exhale, push the head down, and then you can bring either having the hands out wide back to your sides with the knuckles down, palms up, or for my friends that want more shouldery stuff, you can clasp your hands together, push the head down. I mean, it's awkward to try and do this and then watch, but then the arms are going to go back behind you. Like, I'm terrible on these. My range of motion and flexibility is a little struggle street, but if you're able to try to keep in it and just practice on these, you will get further back on that stretch the more you try to get into, the more you do it, the more flexible you go. If not, bring the hands back down. Take another inhale, because we're coming out of this anyways. Take another exhale. Bring it to a tabletop with your back now. Palms back underneath where your chest is, and then we're going to go for a leg extension on that right and on that left. So belly button pulls in, back is flat. Lengthen out that right leg, then pull it in. So we're doing 3 apiece today. We're at that crunch in on the right side. Lengthen out, stretch, feel that toe point away, pull it under. And then after you've got those 3 in, drop that knee down. Same thing, other side. Oops, well, you got a fan in the way. Oh no. Hopefully you don't have something in the way. Oopsies. But then just do what you can, or kick it out of the way. I don't know. 3, reach. I mean, it's some things anyway, as long as it's not like a dog or a cat or an animal or a human. And then after you've done that, we're going to bring it back into the right side. So we're just alternating left side, right side, 3 apiece. Round the spine in, kick the leg away. If you can, point the toe as you're going out. That's not your cup of tea. Just do what you're able to, and then don't get hurt. So lengthening, because we're going to come right out of this one into another plank hold. Yay! So finish out that left side, and then either on that modification where you're on the knees, or amplification, you're on those tiptoes, we're now going to go for a shoulder tap. So tense up the core again. These ones are easier on the knees. And notice how my hips are kind of going side to side. That's going to happen because these are hard and it's really challenging to be stable as you lift up one hand. So if you need to scale it down, go to the knees, or you can do a tap side right, tap side left. That'll help as you get stronger to build up your strength on balance work. I mean, it's not hard. Like if you're like doing a little bit side to side, that's fine. As long as you're not completely like falling over as you're tapping or moving, or again, just hold it. We've only got 8 more seconds on this thing anyways, and then you get to lay down. Last 6, breathe in, last 4, last 2, and 1, yay. And then we'll go ahead from here, tuck the toes under, we're gonna do down dog. And then you get to lay down, and then head goes down. And you can shake out the head, just trying to let the chin pull the chest. Maybe it feels nice today to pedal the knees out, go for it. And then we'll come onto our backs. This is where if you guys do want to have the hand weights, go ahead, grab them. Get a quick sip of water if you need water. Don't not get water. And then meet me down onto the mat when you're ready. Again, with or without hand weights, it's not going to, like, you're still going to get a good workout if you don't have hand weights. That's fine. Just going and taking both arms up overhead. So for start position on this today, I want you guys to bring the heels down. Please, belly button tightens in, abs are tight. And then as we lift, we're going to imagine the arms and shoulders are going at the same time. So it's an upper abdominal lift, chin is up, and then round it back down again. So think of the shoulders starting that lift, and your arms just attached up, up, up. So then it's the mid-back, abs are in, and then round it back down again. So it's not just like an old school crunch where you're just like forcing up, hands behind the head kind of situation. Try to think of the rounding of the spine as you lift up. It's not a huge move. Just think little bit is all you need. And it's nice for your back. So now, since we're kind of acquainted with what's going on, if you want to scale up on this, now we can lift up both legs or just one at a time on that lift. So the modification is to just keep doing this right here. If you want to scale up a little bit more, think of the arms, head, neck, and shoulders lifting. One knee is going to pull in, yay, and then drop it down, then we'll switch other side, pull. And if you're like, I want to go even more intense with it, awesome. When you lift up, this time you can pull up both knees and then drop it back down again. Just try to be really careful as far as not lowering down. When you lower, we're not going into neutral spine or arch in the back. You're trying to keep the back flat and then doing the best you're able to on that extension. Back on up again. So make it work for you, because we're out of it in 5 seconds. Breathe in, breathe out in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yay. Go ahead from here. We're going to now turn the palms in. So again, if you want to get rid of the hand weights, you can. And then let's lift left leg tabletop, right leg tabletop. So now both legs are up. Peel your head, neck, and shoulders up so the abs are in, arms are at your sides, and then kick the legs out, and then pull legs in. Modification for this, you can just go single leg extension. That's fine. Just do the best that you're able to here and now. If you're like, my neck and head hurt, that's normal. Drop it. Keep trying to do something with the legs as the abs pull in, and then you're just trying to, again, not let yourself arch on the back. Take a second. You need a second. Take as many seconds as you need. We're just stretching away from the core and the hips. If you want to go even more intense with it, you can add a leg lift and lower. So if you want to go out there and then you're like, yeah, my back is flat, lift and lower, and then pull in, go for it. You're like, no, Katie, I can't do that. Just do this. Breathe. You've got 8 more seconds, and then we're going to go for a heel tap. So in 7 and 6, try to keep the chin up if your head's lifted. In 3, 2, just hold the legs out. You guys, 1, turn the heels in, and now just tap. Breathe. So the belly button's trying to stay pulled back and in. Abs are engaged and tight, and then the arms are stretching. I mean, everything's going to feel a lot, but you're in charge of it. You can take those breaks when you need. So just keep trying to tap and breathe. For your last, good grief, there's still 20 seconds. I don't know why, but taking it and going to where you can. Last 15. Maybe point the toes a little bit more. Maybe you want to go a little quicker. Yay, do that. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, or maybe 1 inch lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Drop the hand weights. Let the knees kind of drop. Let the feet relax in, and then just wiggle the toes out. If that feels not good, don't do as much toe wiggling. Pull the knees back to your chest. Give yourself a hug, and then drop the heels back down onto your mat. If you need to fix, I don't know, clothing situation. I like these shorts. It's so hot, but they don't help. And then relax your hands, you guys. Relax your shoulders. Tense up the core again. Flatten your back down, and then take it for that bridge up. Feet being hip distance apart. If you notice right off the bat when you lift up, it's immediately the hip flexors feeling it. Your legs might be too far away, so just do a little scooch in closer to your hands, and then go for that bridge up. And these are classic, just opening up the hips, the low back, and then tapping the tailbone back down. So think abs pull in, find that lift up, lift up. Knees are, again, we're trying to keep them hip distanced apart, and then right back down again. The toes, as far as this one today, keep all 10 toes plugged down, keep your heels plugged down, so you're not in jeopardy of going into a releve or putting too much pressure on the tops of those shins or anything, and we're not pushing back onto the heels more than the toes. Just keep yourself grounded, flat foot, strong on the spinal lift up, that hip bridge. We're just classic today. There's a lot of different variations. We're just keeping it classic, slow and steady. Gets the core and the glutes. But we are going to hold it. So coming up in just about 3, keeping the butt up as high as you can without like pulling up into the chest. 2 and 1, hold it up. So if you notice your chest kind of puffed out right now, drop the chest down. Try to keep the chest a little more heavy. And then as far as your lower body, that's where I want you to think, squeeze your butt, tighten the core, and then just a little pulse up. If you're noticing the hands or something weird's going on here, just try to relax the hands and then relax the shoulders. In 6 seconds, we're going to go for a dip. It's like a U shape left and right, so it's a little more oblique things. 2, 1, so keep the hips up, chest is still heavy, and then just do a little side to side, like a little U shape. So not so much you're twisting and like falling to one side, but you are dipping down. Advanced students, if you guys want to like skim your butt and then lift up, do that. That's going to be great. But just trying to go with it with keeping control, not teetering off too much to the side or going so quick you're going to fly over. And then we get to be out of this one in 10 seconds. Hopefully you're feeling the hamstrings and core, not so much shoulders. Here's your last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, get one more, 1, and then go ahead, drop it on down. Yay, and then give yourself, again, a nice little hug, so hug those knees back, and then you can side to side rock it out. We're going to take it up next into a seated position. So when you're ready, grab yourself a little bit tighter with those knees so you can rock up like a ball. And then if that's still not happening for you, you can just pop yourself on up. Use the hands. Oops, there we go. That's nice. And then when you're ready, kick the legs out in front of you. Sit up tall. And we don't even need the hand weights for this one. All I want you to think about doing from this position is seating yourself upright. So you're nice and tall as far as spine. Tighten the abs in, and then lengthen the arms all the way up overhead. Try to relax in the shoulders. So if you do notice that you're like up here with it, relax them down. Just holding this is going to take effort. Like this, I know it doesn't look like much, but we're trying to sit up on the sits bones. Imagine abs in. Now from here, this is where we're going to slowly lean back a little bit. So keeping in mind, we're trying not to round the spine for this today. Keep that back super duper straight. Lower it. It doesn't have to be a lot. You'll feel it right away. Lower it and then lift it back up. Now if this already, you're like, this is way too much. I want you to bend the knees in instead. Having that's going to help a tiny bit. It's still going to be hard. So if you're just like, I can't do it at all, hands can come under the knees. You can just start to go back a little, up a little. I'm going to attempt to do this where, like, you should be able to do a ton of these, but we're working, everything in the core should hopefully start to feel like, ooh, hello. And then the legs are lengthening out, and you've got to keep the glutes turned on because of this pullback, so you're not going to just fly back behind you. Other than that, the quads are engaged. Everything should start to get a little shaky. Just try to keep going for it, because we're only in this for 10 more seconds, and then you don't have to do it anymore. Stay. Lift and lower. Here's your last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold. Lower it down. Those are done. Those are over. And then just let the head relax. Try to not think about how far down on this you can go. Just allow your spine and your back to do what they're capable of, and let the head relax. Take another inhale. Take another exhale. Maybe you can pull yourself into the stretch a little bit more. If that's not happening, that's also fine. But we'll come out of it in 3, 2, and 1. Yay, come on out of it. And then from here, last thing, if you guys want the hand weights, go ahead, grab them. Pull the feet in a little bit more. I'm going to do the weights on this one. And it's a twist side to side. So you don't, again, have to lean back so much that you feel like you're going to fall. But I do want you to think of the abs pulling you in. And then when you're coming back to center, try to reset as far as knees squeeze in, heels push down. If you want to scale up a little bit on this one today, you can speed it up just a little bit. Not so much that you're like out of control on it, but just it does amp up. Works a little bit differently from where we're from, but it gets the heart rate up a tiny bit more. And if you're not okay with that here and now, go back to staying slow, controlled. Twist and breathe. We've got 12 and 11 and 10. You've got a forward fold on deck one more time. You're almost there. Here's 4, 3, 2, and last one. And then take it, ditch the hand weights. You're done with them. Stretch the legs out. Sit up tall. Inhale and then exhale. Reach forward. Try to go a little bit deeper on that stretch this time. Ooh, hooray. And then once you're in this forward fold, maybe you want to do a little toe point. If that feels bad on your feet, don't do it. Maybe you want to do a little pull back. You can flex and try to grip more. Maybe you just want to drop the head and breathe and close your eyes. Do that. Do that. Do something nice that's going to feel good for you. Breathe in easy. For your final 5 seconds. That's it. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, sit on up. Yay. And then go ahead. We'll finish out taking it to, if you want to come down to your knees, you can either sit back on the heels if that feels nice. If that doesn't feel nice, sit on your butt. But we'll do a big reach up overhead. Just finishing the workout today with that nice stretch up over, reach, And then exhale, let it go, give yourself some credit, say something nice to yourself. We'll do one more. Big reach up. Open up the hands, fingertips, open up the arms, shoulders, palms, everything. And then release any tension, anything else. Let it go. Because you did it. Good job. Thanks for coming. Thanks for fitnessing today.